I studied fashion design, worked for a studio for 6 years, and also created my own brand. But the one thing that I have not worked with that much, I've done a little bit, but I really want to get better skills, is in knitwear. I've made things before, but I'm definitely not confident. I've always worked with wovens. That's something I always prefer. So I really want to change that. I want to make a knit top today from this ribbing. I've kept it so many months that I feel like now is the time to transform this into a knit top. We're gonna start simple. I actually made 3 designs already a couple weeks ago in my previous video of things I wanted to sew for the fall. And I put a poll of which design to make in my last newsletter. If you're a subscriber, thanks for following. If not, you can just sign up at the link down below. But there was a very strong first choice for which design to do, which is this one. It is a long sleeve crew neck with a tank top layered over it that's gathered at the bust. I don't know if it's too ambitious for not having done knitwear in forever, but we may as well try. And the first step I'm going to do is to take this shirt apart. This is a knit shirt I've had for a bit now. I don't actually love the fit of it, but it will give me a good base to start from. Now, I know you're thinking, if you don't like the fit of the shirt, why are you using it as a pattern? And it's because I don't feel bad taking it apart because I just didn't really wear it. And the adjustments I think are pretty easy to make to change what I don't like. The body is too wide, so I'll just slim it down, and the sleeves are too tight, so I'll just make them bigger. It's just more about the rough shape of the pattern. Also, I'm stitch ripping and not cutting because I want to know seam allowances. I cut everything apart. So this is the neck. It was a high neck, which I don't actually like. The sleeve, and then the front and back pieces. This is how my patterns are looking. The front, the back, and then I traced the top of the sleeve, but I want a long sleeve, so I just extended it. Now it's just about making some minor adjustments to the neckline and to the shape of the body. I have my pieces, sleeve, back, and front, and I just want to make a very rough first sample using this pattern pieces so I can at least see how it's fitting. And I have a lot of this. Well, do I have a lot? I wouldn't say a lot. Should I use this? You want to see what my other option of knit is? I feel like I'd much rather use this as a first sample than the nice white ribbing. We are gonna make a pink first sample. I feel like this is a view of the studio you don't normally get. But I have to set up my serger because we're gonna do this the proper way and serge everything. I just need to plug in my kettle. The thing about this serger is the plug doesn't stay in the machine by itself, so I always have to put a weight on the cord just to even hold it in place so it doesn't short out on me. This is what I mean when you buy a machine secondhand. They may work, but there's little quirks to it. That's the only quirk for this. The rest of it is amazing. So these are my sleeves. I have it sewn together. There's already a few things I want to change. Like there's way too much ease in the sleeve head, but the first iteration, and there's glitter everywhere. Oh no, everywhere. Let's try this thing on. Okay, it's actually not the worst. The sleeves, not comfortable. This is like too tight. The body is okay actually. I probably make it a wee bit longer. You know, the sleeve has to come in more. Like it's standing too far off the body. I think I need to bring it in like here. And the whole neckline, I would say front is okay. Front can go up a bit, but the back has to come up a lot. You know, I'm a little surprised that it went not horrible. Like it wasn't the worst. So I'm just going to make all the alterations. I'm just tracing my pattern pieces out again. Going to make the necessary adjustments to the sleeve and neckline mostly. made new patterns with all the adjustments. I'm going to leave it here for today, but tomorrow, or the next day that I am filming and working on this project, I'm going to do it out of the ribbing and see how it's fitting. I also need to figure out how wide of a collar piece to do. I think we're on a good track though. I think it'll be good. It's a few days later for me, and I left you off with saying I wanted to make the second sample. And I mentioned that I wanted to do it out of this knit, but I was doing some calculations and there's not a ton, so I don't want to risk using up too much. So I just cut it out of this pink velvet again, sewed it all up. So now I just need to try it on and see if the changes that I made on the pattern are like good, basically. The one thing I did notice that sewing it up was a lot better, especially the sleeve in the armhole. So that's already a plus, but let's try it on. Okay, the sleeves are still tight. Like, it's tight here, so I definitely have to expand the sleeve again. The neckline, oh, I think I nailed the neckline. That's way better. This is what I want the finished neckline to be, so I have to cut away a little bit for a little bit of binding that I want. Sleeve adjustments, and then we're good. Cool. Yes, this is so satisfying. I love when things just are working and going to plan, at least up until now. I'm going to quickly just adjust the sleeve, but I'm trying to think. I think I actually want to make, because the shirt is going to be 2 layers, I want to make the bottom layer first completely, and then we'll go on to the next step, because I want to know what the final fitting is like. Now to cut out our long sleeve shirt. I did cut away the neckline from the front and the back, and I measured the top of the cutaway piece to make our neckband. It's just a straight piece because from what I remember of knit drafting, you can do that. So I hope it works, but we will also find that out as we are making it. This has some stains right in the middle. I can't fold the whole thing in half because otherwise we have black marks down the center front. So we'll just fold each half individually. The other thing I decided, mostly out of laziness I think, is I want to keep the hems of the sleeve and the shirt raw because I don't have a double needle on my sewing machine to make that nice finished edge that you normally see, and it's not fraying. So we'll just keep it a nice raw edge, and we'll then do ribbing around the neck. It's serged together. I still need to trim the threads and stuff off, but I need to try it on. I'm nervous about the neckline. Like, it's looking nice, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see how this is fitting. It feels good. You know, I think I love it. I just need to press some seam allowances. The sleeves are really nice and long. I need to trim the threads, but I love the length of the sleeves, that they're really long. Okay, it was tight to get on. This doesn't have a ton of stretch, so I would definitely adjust that, I guess, in the future. Maybe that could be nice, a little top stitch around just on my machine. Or we can just leave it, because then it's clean. For the tank top, though, I was kind of thinking similar to the one I was wearing underneath my sweater. It's like a racer back with the binding around the neck hole and the armhole. Could be fun to like scoop it lower, because then we have a gathered bust situation as well. So my initial sketch was just a gathered section across the bust. Now I don't know if that will look intentional or not, because it'll just be like gathered here. So I kind of thinking to add a stitch and do that like more bralette kind of gather that was in one of the other inspiration photos. Just kind of merge it together, but I don't know if it's too much fabric or not. It could be kind of interesting. Like, I like the gather across the boot. Just did the draft. I just traced the front and the back for the back. I'm not gonna add any gather or anything. I just expanded the top and the side 1/8 to allow for some space underneath, since it is going to be a layering piece. So that's the shape for the back. And then for the front, the same thing. I did the shape. Now I'm going to cut this piece out, and then we're going to cut this across and slash it open, because I want this to be double the length. So we're going to squish it and gather it. and have that go across the bust area with another gathering stitch in the center front. We're gonna see how it goes, but this is the draft for the tank top as of right now. Took a second, but I made the pattern piece for the tank top, and this will gather to fit the side seam of the back because of course there's a difference. And I did shorten it an inch from the long sleeve top because I do want that difference there. And then I made 2 ribbing pieces for the armhole and for the neck. I'm debating if I want to add a ribbing to the bottom, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm just going to leave it for now, and we're gonna cut out the tank top. The pieces are cut, and I did a little gathering stitch on the front so we can bring it together. The length, I don't think it's gonna be enough. Ooh, I don't think it's gonna be enough. It's honestly just gonna look like a little pucker. Maybe if I add the gathering stitch in the middle, that's longer. Okay, so now we have gather in the middle. Maybe it helps. Well, the gather is definitely way too low. Like, I stitched it way too far down. It should be like this. But the way that I scooped it, it won't work. Like, even like this, I don't like how that looks. You know, I'm kind of thinking, don't hate me, because I need to pivot here. I'm thinking maybe we just get rid of this gathering situation. I tried, it didn't work, and I'm just going to cut to make sure that the sides match the back piece, so there won't be any gathering, but at least we'll still have the double layered knit situation happening, which is ultimately what I wanted. I just messed up my pattern drafting. I'm sorry, but we are officially ditching the gathered bust idea. Instead, we're just doing a layered tank top on top of a shirt. We tried. Now it's just about putting this all together and bringing our tank top to life. Alright, it does need a press, so this is not what it's going to look like in the end. But I finished my knit project. I know, like I said earlier, it does look a little different than the original drawing, but we tried, and it still has the general sense and idea. So now I'm going to go press it, and then we'll jump to the final styling of my, I don't want to say first knitwear project because it's not, but it's the first one in a long time, and I'm pretty proud of attempting knitwear again after so long. Okay, actually, before we go to the styling, I was just doing all the final touches like I said I was going to do, and then I decided to do the edge stitch to keep the binding down basically, and I love the results. It looks so professional. Like, it looks so good. It looks like something you would buy in a store. So if you're ever going to do some binding on your knitwear, do the edge stitch. It's definitely worth it. Okay, now we'll go to the styling of the knit tops. The final result, and I love it actually. It's a little roomy still, which is nice. It makes it comfortable. Like, it's not so skin tight on me. Even with the length of the sleeves, the hem is not fraying at all, which is so perfect. And this is the back. Wait, you need a good up close with the stitching. Like, I'm so happy I added this little edge stitch. Love it. I actually already got makeup on it from when I was putting it on because the neckline is a little tight. I do want to adjust that the next time I make a top. But I'll just throw it in the wash after this. But yeah, super happy with it. And I'm already trying to come up with ideas for the next knit top. I just need to buy more knitwear or thrift it. Until then, this is what I got.